The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
What's good, Boxing World? This is Zeb, your host of On the Ropes. Got a special guest coming in today. My special guest is none other than OTHA Jones III. Once he come in, I'll give him the proper introduction. What's good? What's good? Glad y'all tuning in. Got a special guest coming in momentarily. Also, people are now, what's good, big dog? Yeah, people now getting notifications coming in now. Got a special young boxer coming in. So, looking forward to it. Can't wait. What's been going on, Blaze? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, I want to thank everyone tuning in today. Got another special guest. Like, oh, I see Pro-Am Fight Talk in the building. What's good? Yeah, my special guest today is OTHA Jones III. I'm waiting for him to come on in, then I'll bring him in. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, not much, man. Just working hard, Pro-Am. Just working hard. Yeah, my guest should be coming up soon, though. Oh, Constantine Kennel's in the house. Hey, you know I got an interview with June on tomorrow night. June Williams.
Hey,
What's good, OTHA?
what up with you?
All right, today my special guest, OTHA Jones III, currently 5-0, 2 KOs, out of the state of Ohio. Man,
OHIO.
Hey man, let's jump right into it, man. Speak on life growing up in Ohio for people that might not know.
Life in Ohio was, pretty rough. I grew up, with wrestling. I started at 4 years old, and I eventually drifted off the boxing because I went to the gym and I just fell in love with it ever since. Amateurs was great. You know, I had fun going, nationals and winning, and now I'm pro.
You know, speak on your amateur career. How many national titles and your record as an amateur?
I had 22 national titles, and I was 278 and 13 as an amateur.
Now, during that time, did the Olympics ever cross your mind?
Yeah, it did, but USA Boxing had, already had their team handpicked, and I just wasn't about to, fight the same person five times. I had to beat them all five, so I just went pro.
So, in your opinion, do you feel that with Olympic boxing, there's a lot of politics involved when picking a team?
Definitely. It's a lot of politics, and it's all about who you know and who can get you in there.
Man, what is it like, man, to get that good work in Ohio, man? I always hear the statement, Ohio runs boxing. So what is it like, man, to get the good work in Ohio?
Oh, it's great. We got some okay work down here in Toledo. The main work is in Cincinnati and Cleveland. Got some cool work in Columbus, but the two main spots are Cincinnati and Cleveland. Great work. I know where to go when I need some sparring.
What's one of your most memorable experiences from your amateur career?
I would say I have so many nationals, so I would say when I went to the Youth Olympics, I had never been to Argentina, and when I went to Argentina, it just popped out and stood out to me. And after I was done fighting, I got to see other sports, soccer, fencing, a lot of sports that I seen in the Olympics, and it was just good, great atmosphere, and great to be there.
What is it like for a young kid during that time, man, to really get out the country and experience different experiences?
It was real great and real fun. Just seeing that atmosphere is great because people get used to the U.S. seeing Cali, Florida, Ohio, all the states, and they don't see other countries. So when I got out there, it was just amazing, and I just enjoyed it while I can.
How many countries did you have a chance to travel to?
Bulgaria, Germany, Argentina, and London. So four. I said 4 or 5. One of them.
Who really loves the sport of boxing out of those 4 countries that you named?
Um, Probably Germany. Like it the most.
Going back, to your amateur day, what is it like to be trained by your dad and brother?
It was great because we always had our team. Our gym is mainly run on family. So when I would have my sister and my other teammates there, I would have to put them on my back so I can be the team leader and lead them to the wins. So when I win, I feel like everybody else, would be motivated, and I was loving the win, and it was great.
Speaking of your gym, Soul City Boxing Gym, would you say it's been a lifesaver for kids in the community?
Just getting the kids off the streets. Me personally, I lost some lot of close friends. Like these last couple years, I've been losing close friends to the streets. So me mainly, I try to get the kids out the streets. 14, 15-year-olds that's in high school. About to be grown. Running the streets. I try to get them out the streets, and being in them helps prevents that. Gets kids time. Off the streets. So I try to help as much as possible, and my brother and my dad do too.
Would you call yourself a mentor to the younger kids also as well to help them get off the streets also as well?
In fact, I do. Like all the young kids, I tell them, come to the gym. And, if you come frequently and you got a good attendance, I'll tell them it's free because we have a membership. And, we have to pay the gym bills. So if a kid keeps coming, I tell them it's free. And if you keep having good attendance, I show favoritism when you got good attendance. I might take you to get some ice cream or something like that. Me personally, but yeah, I just try to not be heartbroken so much no more.
With that being said, do you have a kid right now that you have under your wing that you feel is going to be special one day in the sport of boxing?
Yeah, actually he in the living room. He's doing his schoolwork right now. I will show you, but he's doing his schoolwork.
And how are things going with him right now? Like, what's one of the toughest things that he's dealing with as a youth?
Toughest thing he's dealing with. He always want to be around his cousins. I'm not saying it's bad, but he always want to be around his cousins, and he likes to cuss a little bit too much at a young age, and I'm trying to prevent him from doing that, and trying to get him to slim down a little bit. He used to be an obese kid, and I kind of got him slim now. I want him a little bit slimmer.
What's one of the biggest life lessons that you've learned from your dad, just being around him?
Just being around him, I would say, just what we was talking about now. Stay off the streets, because I used to want to be in things like that, like the streets and stuff. But when I was 16, stuff like that, I used to want to be in the streets. But being around my dad, you have to be to yourself. you know, because from where we from, there's a lot of shootings and stuff down here. You have to be to yourself. And if people are not what on the same type time and what are you are on and what you're trying to achieve, leave them alone. That's the most valuable thing you taught me.
You know, with that being said, I heard your dad speak in other interviews talking about the other side of boxing, which is the business side of boxing. Has
Yeah.
he talked to you about the ugly side of boxing and business and what to look out for?
Yeah, I know little screws, little here and there, but I don't want to get into too much of detail of it.
Currently, are you currently signed to a promotional company?
I'm signed to Matchroom Boxing and Split T Management.
Split T Management. Now, what is it like to be a boxer out of Soul City Boxing Gym? In your opinion, what is it like to be a boxer out of that gym?
It's like having Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and Magic Johnson on my team because I feel great. You know, I feel like a superstar. And when I go out there and perform, I got to get the best performance because I know my teammates are going to set the bar high.
You know, I wanted to speak on your experience over in the UK, man, because a lot of fighters seem to really enjoy the experience when they fight overseas over in the UK. What was that experience like for you?
It was a very good experience because on my Instagram I have more UK fans than USA fans. I know that sounds weird, but I got a lot more UK fans than United States fans. And just being in that atmosphere was really great. You know, I got to finally see some of those people that follow me faces, and it was just great to put on the show for them and take pictures. I felt like I felt very Hollywood down there.
You know, with that being said, could you see yourself fighting several fights over there in the UK?
Of course, I would love to go over there. If Eddie called me right now and asked me would I fight in the UK right now, I would say yes, book the flight now. Not right now, but right now.
What is it about UK fans that are different when it comes to the sport of boxing?
Just how much love they show. It's not only do they follow me and follow everything I do on social media. They were really loud in that arena when I was fighting. And I truly felt the love. And when I gave my interview, they gave me a standing ovation and stuff like that. And it just warmed my heart.
You know, with that being said, when you had your fight in the UK, you actually fought a week later. What was it about that that made you jump right back into the ring a week later? And how active do you actually want to be in a year?
Eddie, he liked how good that I looked, so he asked me did I want to fight the next weekend. I said, of course. Like, why wouldn't I want to take that? It's a great opportunity, and I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Now,
but, how active do I want to be? Like 6-7 fights a year.
That
before
active.
my contract is over with. I'm
So
actually thinking about doing that again. Like, I'm having a fight October 29th, and I'm thinking I want to go right back on that Devin Haney undercard on November 7th. I'm thinking about that. I really should do that.
Now, with that October 29th, where would that fight take place?
New Mexico.
New Mexico?
No, it's not the 29th no more. I think it's the 31st. Cause, what's the one guy named that he like a bigger Lomachenko? Yusuf Nurkic or something like that?
Yeah.
Him. I'm fighting on his card.
You're originally scheduled for the September 26th, I believe.
Yeah, but I think that got pushed back or whatever the reason may be. I don't know, but it didn't fall through.
You know, with your background in wrestling, how does that help you when it comes to the sport of boxing?
It helped me with my agility, my quickness, my feet work, my position. When I get in bad positioning, I can, wiggle out and, get in better position.
Speak on the landscape of the 130 and what you see right now. You have the Leo Santa Cruzes, you have the Miguel Burchett, you have the Joseph Diaz, you have the Jamel Herring, you have Valdez, you have Shakur Stevenson. What is your thought process of what you see right now at the 130?
You know, 130 is a smoking hot weight class right now, and I would say that the weakest link is Jamel Herring. You know, I ain't trying to come from the Ohio boy, but he's just the weakest link. If I would have the option, I would start with him first and work my way up with the undisputed.
What is actually the game plan for you? Because, since the COVID hit and the pandemic hit, that really set a lot of boxers back as far as their plans. What is your goal going into 2021 right now?
My goal is just to get as many fights as possible before the year is over with. And I would say one more year, we'll be looking for a title shot.
With that being said, man, you fought your friends in the amateurs. What would that be like going into the pros that you might one day eventually have to face one of your friends?
It'd be heartbreaking to me that I have to fight my friend. But again, you have to think it's business. I have to feed my family, and you have to feed yours. There's nothing to do with feelings and nothing personal, but it's business. I got to feed my family, you got to feed yours. So,
With that being said, how do you feel about the sport of boxing right now? Do you feel the best fight the best, or are people avoiding each other? What is your thoughts about that right now?
I feel, back in the day, is way ruthless and way harder. Cause back in the day, you couldn't run, you couldn't pick and choose your fights. But today, some people they run. Some people they want all the smoke, but today you have that option, and back then you didn't. So I think boxing got a little soft.
I was going to ask you that, but do you feel with your class that's coming into the sport right now, the younger group that's coming in right now, that they really don't have a fear of fighting each other since you all face each other in the amateurs?
I wouldn't say that they don't fear, but I would say they kind of don't want to because some people just don't want to lose that O. So some people gonna run, and the real ones ain't gonna run. The real ones gonna stay and gonna get that work.
Does the O even matter to you? What I mean by that is that would you rather fight the best of the best, even if win or loss, and then fight again, or does protecting the O mean more to you?
No, it don't mean, man. As long as I get that meal ticket and get my family out, it ain't that serious, bro.
Right now, currently, man, what are some of the things that you really want to work on as you prepare to move up in the ladder, in the ranks?
I just want to work on, amateur was you got 3 minutes, you got 3 rounds. With this pro stuff, you got 6 or 8 rounds, and you got more time. And I just want to start placing my shots like right on the chin and finding my place to knock people out. That's it. Sit down on my punches. That's it.
Who would you love to get that good work in with and sparring just to learn or and pick their brain?
Crawford. He the number 1 pound for pound right now.
I was going to ask you who you feel right. Why do you feel he's the number 1 pound for pound right now?
Because just his story and his background was just amazing, and how he breaks his fighter down and lands his punches like right on the tip of the chin and knock his man. He amazing. I kind of thought like him and Canelo was neck and neck, but I made my mind up. I think Terence Crawford number 1, Canelo number 2.
Now I got to ask this: do you feel if Errol Spence beats Danny Garcia, will that move him up to the number 1 spot in your opinion?
Nope. But I do want to see that they said Terence Crawford. No, they said Sean Porter is the mandatory for Terence Crawford. I do want to see that.
That will be an excellent fight. How do you see that fight going?
I don't know. So Sean Porter is just, I don't know. He got a shitload of pressure. That's what he do have. And I ain't seen Terrence really get pressed like that before, so that was really good.
At what point in time would you like to have that step-up fight that everyone talks about, the step-up fight?
I would say about 10-0.
10-0?
Yeah.
Man, I truly appreciate your time today, man, coming on the ropes, man, just to give your thought process of a young fighter who's moving up the ranks in the sport of boxing.
No problem, man. No problem.
And hopefully this is not the last, man. I want to keep going with the progress as we move up the ranks. Just get your progress as we go.
Right. It won't be the last.
All right, man. I appreciate your time today, man.
No problem.
All right, there you have it. OTHA Jones III, out of the state of Ohio, man, doing big things. Soul City Boxing Gym. That gym is saving a lot of youth in the area of Ohio. So just continue to support what they're doing with the gym, and be on the lookout for my next interview that'll be coming up in 1 on the ropes. I'm out.